Hello and welcome to another episode of Current Affairs Quiz. Let us begin with the previous day's question. Consider the following statements regarding cotton. 1. Cotton is a soft, fluffy staple fiber that grows in ball around its seeds. 2. In India, cotton is grown on alluvial soils in the north, black clay soils in the central region, and black and red soils in the south. 3. Cotton fibers are mainly composed of proteins. 4. Warm days and cool nights with large diurnal variations during the period of fruiting are conducive to good ball and fiber development. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. Only 3. D. All 4. The correct answer is C. Cotton is a soft, fluffy staple fiber that forms within a ball, a protective case, around its seeds. It is a semi-xerophytic shrub naturally found in tropical and subtropical regions including the Americas, Africa, Egypt and India. Hence, statement 1 is correct. In India, cotton is cultivated on diverse soils such as well-drained deep alluvial soils in the north, black clay soils of varying depth in the central region, and black as well as mixed black and red soils in the southern zone. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Cotton, like most other plant fibers, is composed of the carbohydrate cellulose, whereas most animal fibers, such as silk, are made of proteins. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. At the germination stage, cotton requires a minimum temperature of 15 degrees Celsius, while during vegetative growth, the optimum temperature ranges between 21 to 27 degrees Celsius. The crop can withstand temperatures up to 43 degrees Celsius, but conditions below 21 degrees Celsius are harmful. It also needs about 210 frost-free days and 50 to 100 centimeters of rainfall for proper growth. Warm days of cool nights with large diurnal variations during the period of fruiting are conducive to good ball and fiber development. Hence, statement 4 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Question 1. Consider the following statements with reference to Aadhar. 1. Aadhar card details are stored in the Central Identities Data Repository maintained by Unique Identification Authority of India. 2. Foreign nationals residing in India for more than 182 days are eligible to apply for Aadhar. 3. The Aadhar Act 2016 states that Aadhar is a mandatory proof of domicile for all residents of India. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. Only 3. D. None. The correct answer is B. Aadhar is a 12-digit individual identification number issued by the Unique Identification Authority of India that serves as a proof of identity and address anywhere in India. The Aadhar card contains an individual's biometric and demographic information which is stored in the Central Identities Data Repository maintained by UIDAI. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Foreign nationals who have resided in India for 182 days or more in the 12 months immediately preceding the enrollment application date are eligible for Aadhar enrollment. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Section 9 of the Aadhar Act 2016 states that the Aadhar number or its authentication shall not by itself confer any right of citizenship or serve as a proof of domicile for an Aadhar number holder. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Question 2. Which of the following best describes the difference between fiscal drag and fiscal glide? A. Fiscal drag refers to a gradual deficit reduction, while fiscal glide occurs when inflation pushes taxpayers into higher tax brackets. B. Fiscal drag occurs when inflation or income growth pushes individuals into higher tax brackets, whereas fiscal glide refers to phased reduction of fiscal deficit over time. C. Fiscal drag is the increase in government expenditure, while fiscal glide is the reduction of subsidies. D. Fiscal drag is related to fiscal federalism, while fiscal glide is related to fiscal decentralization. The correct answer is B. Fiscal drag. Fiscal drag occurs when inflation or income growth pushes individuals into higher tax brackets even though their real income has not increased significantly. It reduces disposable income, slows down demand and consumption, and can act as a brake on economic growth. Example: A salaried person moves into a higher tax slab due to nominal income rise, but after adjusting for inflation, their real income has hardly increased. Fiscal glide. Fiscal glide refers to a gradual reduction of fiscal deficits and public debt over time, ensuring macroeconomic stability without disrupting growth. It provides a smooth transition towards fiscal consolidation by avoiding sudden austerity measures. Example, the FRBM Act amendments allowing a phased deficit reduction instead of abrupt cuts is a case of fiscal glide. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Question 3. The Bhore Committee of 1943, established during the pre-independence period under the chairmanship of Sir Joseph Bhore, is primarily associated with which of the following domains? A. Educational reforms in colonial India. B. Agricultural and rural development strategies. C. Health survey and development in India. D. Reorganization of states on linguistic lines. The correct answer is C. The Bhore Committee, officially known as the Health Survey and Development Committee, was set up in 1943 by the Government of India under British rule with Sir Joseph Bhore as its chairman. It emphasized the establishment of primary health sectors in rural areas and the integration of preventive, promotive and curative services. The committee also highlighted the need to prioritize women's and children's health to reduce disease and mortality. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Question 4. The National Ambient Noise Monitoring Network program, involving installation of noise monitoring stations across India, has been launched by A. National Environmental Engineering Research Institute. B. Central Pollution Control Board. C. National Green Tribunal. D. Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. The correct answer is B. According to the National Environment Policy 2006, ambient noise was recognized as an environmental quality parameter to be regularly monitored in designated urban areas. To implement this, the Central Pollution Control Board has launched the National Ambient Noise Monitoring Network program, involving the installation of noise monitoring stations across India to generate essential data for policy makers. Furthermore, under Section 2A of the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1981, noise is included in the definition of air pollutant. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Question 5. With reference to the European Union's Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism, consider the following statements. 1. It is designed primarily to protect EU industries from foreign competition by imposing high tariffs on all imported goods. 2. It aims to address the risk of carbon leakage where countries might relocate to countries with weaker climate policies. 3. Importers will have to buy carbon certificates equal to the carbon cost that would apply if the goods were made under EU's carbon pricing rules. 4. Its definitive regime is scheduled to be fully operational from 2026 following a transitional phase. How many of the statements given above are correct? A. Only 1, B. Only 2, C. Only 3, D. All 4. The correct answer is C. The EU's Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism is an environmental measure that prices the carbon in imported goods, not a protective tariff to shield companies from competition. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. A core objective of CBAM is to prevent carbon leakage, which happens when companies shift carbon-intensive production to countries with weaker climate policies, or when EU products are substituted by more carbon-intensive imports. Hence, statement 2 is correct. CBAM works by requiring importers to declare the quantity of goods and their embedded greenhouse gas emissions. They must then surrender CBAM certificates priced in line with the EU emissions trading system's carbon price. Hence, statement 3 is correct. CBAM will apply in its definitive regime from 2026 with a transitional phase from 2023 to 2025. Hence, statement 4 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Question 6. Consider the following statements regarding the Panchsheel Agreement. 1. The 5 principles of peaceful coexistence were first formally enunciated in the Agreement on Trade and Intercourse between India and the Tibet region of China. 2. One of the core principles of Panchsheel is collective security under military alliances. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. both 1 and 2, D. neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is A. Panchsheel, or the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence, were first formally articulated in the Agreement on Trade and Intercourse between India and the Tibet region of China, signed on 29 April 1954. Hence, statement 1 is correct. In its preamble, Panchsheel declared that the two governments agreed to base their relations on the following principles: mutual respect for each other's territorial integrity and sovereignty, mutual non-aggression, mutual non-interference, equality and mutual benefit, and peaceful coexistence. It does not include collective security under military alliances that was central to Cold War military blocs like NATO and SEATO, which India opposed. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Question 7. With reference to the Ravi River, consider the following statements. 1. It originates from the northern face of the Rohtang Pass in Himachal Pradesh and is known as Irrawaddy in ancient Indian texts. 2. It forms the international boundary between India and Pakistan in the Punjab region before entering Pakistani territory. 3. Under the Indus Water Treaties, the waters of the Ravi River were allocated exclusively for India's use. How many of the statements given above are correct? A. Only 1, B. Only 2, C. all 3, D. none. The correct answer is C. The Ravi River, known to ancient Indians as Irrawaddy, originates from the northern face of Rohtang Pass in Himachal Pradesh as two channels, namely Budhil and Tantagari. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The river enters Punjab near Shahkot town, forms the India-Pakistan boundary while flowing through Gurdaspur and Amritsar districts, and exits India at Goina or Kakarmani village, about 80 kilometers from Lahore. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Under the Indus Water Treaty, the eastern rivers Ravi, Byas and Satluj were allocated to India for exclusive use before they flow into Pakistan. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Question 8. With reference to the Ramon Magsaysay Award, consider the following statements. 1. It was established to honor the legacy of the Philippine President Ramon Magsaysay by recognizing integrity in governance and selfless service in Asia. 2. The award was funded by the Rockefeller Brothers trustees in agreement with the Philippine government. 3. It recognizes only individuals in Asia for excellence in governance, leadership and humanitarian service. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 and 2 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 1 and 3 only, D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is A. The Ramon Magsaysay Award, established in 1957, was created to honor former Philippine President Ramon Magsaysay's ideals of integrity in governance and commitment to democracy. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It was funded by the Rockefeller Brothers trustees in agreement with the Philippine government. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The award honors both individuals and organizations in Asia. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. For example, the Indian NGO Foundation to Educate Girls Globally, working for girls' education in rural and disadvantaged areas, is a 2025 Ramon Magsaysay awardee. Other 2025 awardees include Shahina Ali for environmental work and Flaviano Antonio El Villanueva for supporting the poor and marginalized. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Question 9. Consider the following statements related to the Vikram 32 chip. 1. It is developed by Vikram Sarabhai Space Center of ISRO in collaboration with Semiconductor Laboratory, Chandigarh. 2. It boasts a custom instruction set architecture that is tailored for the Aadhar programming language. 3. It is capable of handling floating point computation. How many of the above statements is or are correct? A. Only 1, B. Only 2, C. all 3, D. none. The correct answer is C. Vikram 32 is an advanced 32-bit microprocessor designed and developed by the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center of ISRO in collaboration with SCL Chandigarh. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It is an advanced version of the 16-bit Vikram 1601 used in ISRO launch vehicle avionics since 2009. It is designed for spaceflight applications capable of withstanding extreme temperatures of -55 degrees Celsius to 125 degrees Celsius. It boasts a custom instruction set architecture that is tailored for the Aadhar programming language, which is widely used in safety-critical systems. Hence, statement 2 is correct. It is also capable of handling complex tasks like floating point computation. Hence, statement 3 is correct. It enables Atmanirbharta in navigation, guidance and control systems for launch vehicles. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Question 10. The term CEREBO, recently seen in the news, is best associated with which of the following? A. A satellite navigation system developed by ISRO for precision agriculture. B. An indigenously developed handheld device for rapid detection of traumatic brain injuries. C. A blockchain-based platform for securing digital land records. D. A deep-sea drone for mapping ocean resources. The correct answer is B. India has developed CEREBO, an indigenous handheld diagnostic device to detect traumatic brain injuries, aiming to improve early detection and patient outcomes, particularly in rural and emergency settings. Developed by Indian Council of Medical Research, it uses advanced near-infrared spectroscopy combined with machine learning to detect intracranial bleeding and edema. It provides results within a minute, enabling rapid diagnosis in emergency situations. It is non-invasive and radiation-free, making it safe for infants, pregnant women, and repeated use. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Now it's time to practice a question. Consider the following pairs. We have articles and their provisions. 1. Article 126, Appointment of Acting Chief Justice. 2. Article 127, Appointment of ad hoc judges. 3. Article 128, Attendance of retired judges at sittings of the Supreme Court. How many of the pairs given above are correctly matched? A. Only one pair. B. Only two pairs. C. All three pairs. D. None. Please provide your answers in the comments section.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.